Success is different for everyone. It could be monetary value, follower goals, or independent growth yourself. Over this past year, I have learned a lot, not only about myself, but the goals that I try to strive. And I want to help you all make 2020 the most successful year that you possibly can and achieve everything that you set your mind to. Let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? How are we all doing today? My name is Andy, this is the Streamer Hub, and today we're going to be talking about how to set yourself up for success in 2020. If you are wanting to watch me live stream, I do stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays on Twitch, and I'm pretty active on Twitter as well if you do want to go and drop a follow. If you're looking to become a better content creator, I have built a full website dedicated to doing just that when it comes to building your own streaming or gaming PC, the peripherals that you'll need, and the streaming journey that we all seem to have in very simple, easy to follow stages. So first we have to talk about what success is to us. To everyone, it could be different. For me personally, it is personal development growth. Now, yes, obviously a monetary value is to that, a follower goal, I still have those, but personal growth for me is my successful area. If I see myself growing personally, I believe I am being successful. Now for you, that'll be different, and that is what we have to define. We have to define our goals and make sure they are stand out, dead set, and exactly what we are wanting to achieve personally. Write down these goals as in-depth you want, or even as subtle as you want. One simple sentence writing down what you want to achieve. As streamers and content creators, having monetary goals usually is something people shy away from because they're scared about what other people think. But we really need to end that stigma, as if we want to make this our job, we have to earn a certain amount of money to live. Just like everyone else, we still have to pay the bills. It's not just as if you do content creation, play games, and that's it. Everything is paid for. Happy as you can be. As we've talked about before in previous videos, writing down your goals increases the chances of you succeeding by 42%. There's a few psychologists who've done studies on this, and you can go and read them for yourself if you are interested in something like that. When writing down your goals as well, looking at them every day seems to reinforce that ability of, this is what I'm wanting to strive for, so this is how we are going to do it. Over the last few months, I have been writing down my goals more in depth, more of a step-by-step guide. If we take, for example, the website that I've built, I wrote down goals that I wanted to achieve and specific things I wanted to do. So we can take a website host, finding a page that we want to do, 4 articles we want to use within that specific page, what sort of layout we want to use for that, and so much more. These are more in-depth goals because it's going into a step-by-step ability on how to achieve that end top goal. Maybe you want to go more in-depth and write paragraphs upon paragraphs on how you are going to achieve this. But for me, usually writing down them quickly, what I need to do, how I need to do it, I can then go out and do exactly what I've said. Some people need more, some people need less. It really doesn't matter on how you achieve it. It is the way you go about doing it that defines how you will get your success. What I see too many people do is setting their goals either too high or too low. When you do this, you either give yourself false hope or you just get lazy. If you set your goals too high and are completely unachievable, it is going to be a struggle as you push yourself to do more to achieve these goals, but never actually seeing anything being reached. Just the same as setting them too low, we think that we can achieve these in a matter of minutes, so we can work on it the next week or the week after that. We've got plenty of time to do it. What you want to do is have a sort of line, a line where you can just about reach with a lot of hard work and determination, taking yourself outside your comfort zone and pushing yourself to your limit, but not going so overboard that you will never be achieving that. This is harder than it seems, and finding that limit or level that you can reach may take a lot of time to finally develop and finally see light of. But if you continue to strive to be better, to push for new goals and higher heights, then there is no doubt why you cannot achieve the success that you are looking for and striving towards. Now, you can do this in a variety of ways. You could do these in daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, even yearly goals. And I would actually suggest doing all of them. As you tend to go further on into a time period, it does tend to get harder, especially with content creation. Lots of content creators don't really know where they want to be in the next few years. And although that isn't a bad thing, we really need to start changing that. What leads to success is planning. We need to plan what we're going to do, how we're going to execute that, and then taking action on it. But if we don't know what we're going to be working on next week, then that plan of action is never really going to exist. We need to plan 5 steps ahead and be 5 steps ahead of everyone else who is too lazy to write these goals down, too lazy to look at it in the big picture and as a business. If we can give ourselves even the slightest advantage of becoming successful, then why wouldn't we? Another problem that we face here, and that many fall into, is using solely number goals. Now, don't get me wrong, having goals with Twitch followers, Twitter followers, sub counts is perfectly fine. It is. I mean, we all want to achieve these sorts of goals, and seeing the numbers rise is a nice feeling. However, we cannot control those. We can't control someone following us and pressing that follow button. So how are we to reach for a goal that we have no control over? This is why I believe having your number goals written down is perfectly fine. We should have that because it again is goals we are striving towards, but not focusing on them as much as our other ones that we can control, that we can be the changing factor in if it works or not. This is the likes of setting up a podcast, being consistent with YouTube, setting up a stream schedule and sticking to it, or uploading every single week on Twitter. Every single one of these is our choice in doing so. Our work ethic that we have and our ability to create that content. If you've already realized by now, this will be a sort of snowball effect. If you are constantly looking to create better content, staying consistent, and always looking for that way to stand out from the crowd, the follows are going to come. People are going to want to check out your content, and that means your follower goals that you have will be achieved with the content goals that you start to work on. The next thing that's leading on to is your mindset. Your mindset is everything to do with your content. You have the choice to do whatever you want, create the content you want to create, and if you want to do it or not. Something many of us struggle to do is get outside our comfort zone. This is the zone all of us love to be in because, well, we're comfortable in it. The thing is, taking yourself outside your comfort zone and having the mindset of getting out of your comfort zone will push you forward to where you want to be. I always go back to the example of July of 2019. I took a picture of myself for the first time ever outside my comfort zone. I don't really care about a photo being taken, especially when I'm taking it. I don't like that sort of stuff. I decided that day to start taking myself outside my comfort zone a little bit more each day. By November of the same year, I recorded myself for the first time in public in the middle of London. That was by far the scariest thing I have ever done in my life, but has taught me the most about myself. Anything is possible with the right mindset. If you are willing to make that difference, you can. Nothing is stopping you, and anyone who makes excuses or says that they can't do it are doing just that, making excuses. Something that's really helped me prepare for this year, to prepare for my success, is moving away from negative people. I always knew that who you surrounded yourself with had an impact on you. I just didn't know how much. In 2019, I decided to clean out the negative people in my life, not spend time with them, and really start focusing on the positives. Start focusing on the people who have the right mindset, the right drive to success, and those who always want to better themselves. This has allowed me to do the same, and although I have chose a lot in what I want to do, the work ethic that I have, those people have helped push me further, have helped me make the right decisions for my content, and really drive me further forward. If there's something you do in 2020, it should be that. Taking the negative people out of your life and really moving into a more positive, energetic, and driven you. Again, this isn't going to be the game changer, because at the end of the day, it is still your choice and your mindset that will determine your success or not. But these people can really help you develop into the person you want to be, and start embracing who you are. Matt D'Avella done an amazing challenge last year. Now, I know he didn't do it every single month, but it was close enough. He tried a new thing for 30 days every month. And some of the things that he talked about at the end of the year that stuck with him was being more organized. That was sticking to a calendar and writing down everything that you were doing within a day in 30-minute segments. Being organized allows you to stay on track with what you're wanting to do. I feel as content creators, oftentimes we have a mind space where we just have a little bit of time to relax. And what we tend to do is just say, you know what, I'll play some games. That ends up being 4-5 hour sessions where we done absolutely nothing and probably didn't even have the best time doing so. I'm not saying having time away is not important. It's super important, and your mental health is the #1 priority. However, there is times where we really could be utilizing our time better, cutting down the amount of time that we're gaming if we are wanting to push our business and brand further. If you're someone who just does this for a hobby, that's perfectly fine. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't want to do that. I mean, if you are watching this though, it tends to be those who want to succeed and want to push themselves further. Having your calendar organized, what you're wanting to do, when you're wanting to do it, and how to spend your leisure and free time could be the changing factor in how far you go this year. Last year especially, it allowed me to push myself to bring out new content consistently. I've released a website, which you can check out, it's in the description. And I had a calendar dedicated to what I was bringing out, what I was working on when. This was the likes of the creation of a page, the research for certain topics, and how to develop the website further. These were all done within a calendar and allowed me to focus on specific things each day of the week and really push the website to be released as early as possible. Success to me last year was building a foundation for who I wanted to strive to be in 2020. What I wanted to do, how I wanted to succeed, and the person I wanted to be. All of these factors that we talked about today were what helped me do so. I have now built the foundation I want to, have found out who I want to be, what content I want to produce, and what sort of niche I want to focus on. I understand that all of these might not work for you. It doesn't work for everyone. If we try new things, you never know what can happen. I have tried so many new things last year. Things that worked for me and things that didn't. That isn't a bad thing, because we have to take ourselves outside our comfort zone to see what works for us and what doesn't. If you stay in that comfort bubble all the time, you're never going to find out how far you can go or how far you could have went if you had just done that one thing. Success, as we spoke about, is different for everyone. If you want to achieve monetary value, then look for things that can increase your paycheck every single month. If you're looking for self-development and personal growth, then start reading some books that can help you do so. Change your mindset in some way, or look at something different that you never thought you really could have. We can all make this year successful for each and every single one of us in any factor that we want to make it. But we have to make that choice. It is us and nobody else who can make that choice to make this year the best year that it possibly could be. I hope you have a fantastic day. Oh, we shot that video quick. Question. I really do believe that a lot of us have to be proud of ourselves at one point or another. We accomplish something or we do something that we probably wouldn't ever do, and we really do just have to look at ourselves and say, like, you know, I'm proud of you today. Like, I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of the steps that I have taken.